morning, a very good morning to everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the Bulletin this morning. Sunday, the 29th of March 2026. Very beautiful day outside after all the rain, some of the rain we've had this week and the weather we've had this week. The last 2 days have actually been fantastic on the weather front. You are listening to the club station of the Sandton Amateur Radio Club, ZS6STN, which is operated today from the shack of ZS6STN. This club bulletin is broadcast every Sunday at 8:45 local time on the following frequencies: 145 decimal 700 megahertz FM on the 2-meter band, and of course 7 decimal 115 megahertz lower side band on the 40-meter band. Today also relayed via myself, ZS6STN. So let's start with some club member birthdays this week, or this past week, or this coming week, I would say. This coming week, I've left all the past ones out, but this coming week we've got ZS6 Golf Bravo Juliet for Gosland on the 2nd. Then we've got ZS6 Tango Juliet Victor Tertius Janssen van Vuren on the 4th. And then we've got our very, very good friend ZS6 BUN Dix Coates on the 6th of April. So in the news today, have you registered for the 2026 Israel National Convention? EME 23 centimeters with a solar cooker and contest news. Stay tuned for more information on these and other interesting news items. Have you registered for the Israel National Convention? Registration for the 2026 Israel National Convention has been open for some time. Have you registered? If you wish to follow the AGM on the virtual platform, you must register to receive the access link. If you are attending in person, registration is essential so we can account for the number of gift bags required. Visit the Israel website and click on AGM to access the registration form. The 2026 National Convention booklet and the electronic proxy form will be available on Tuesday the 2nd of April 2026. Election of Council. According to Rule 16.11 states that the councillors elected at an AGM shall hold office for a period of no longer than 2 years, but will be eligible for re-election after that period. At the end of every year of office subsequent to this amendment, 50% of elected council shall stand down alternatively, but may stand for re-election. Therefore, at the 2026 Annual General Meeting in Port Elizabeth on Saturday the 2nd of May, 5 councillors will stand down. On 31st of January 2026, the SRL Secretary received 8 nominations for 5 vacancies, and Rule 16.6 comes into play. All SRL members who are eligible to vote must vote for 5 of the 8 candidates. Voting will open at 01 Central African time on Thursday the 2nd of April and close on the 23:59 Central African time on Friday the 24th of April 2026. The link to the council election page can be found on the AGM page on my SRL webpage. Fill in your call sign and your email address and click on Send OTP. The system will send you a one-time password OTP which you will enter on this page. You will then be taken to the election page. Select a maximum of 5 of the names you would like to serve on council and submit your vote. EME on 23 centimeters for solar cooker. EME, earth-moon-earth or moon-bound communication has a long history of amateur radio, but for many decades required large, expensive antenna arrays. At the Israel National Technical Symposium on Saturday, 11th of April, Derek Gravitt, ZS5 Yankee, will introduce a simple, easy way to participate using a modified solar cookie as the antenna. Also at the symposium, Brian Jacobs, National Director of Israel Hamnet, will discuss technology that provides effective emergency communications. It is all about using the best technology available and having a plan B for when technology fails. As communication specialists, we provide what works best and have a whole bag of tricks, the latest technology topics that will take your amateur radio experience to a new level. The National Technical Symposium will be presented virtually on the ZS6STN video conference platform and simulcast on Quebec Oscar 100. Free registration is now open. The full program and registration links are published on www.mzsa.org.za and www.mysl.org.za. Register now. You're listening to the news bulletin of the South African Radio League. The 14th annual Youngster on Air Summer Camp. The IARU Region 1 Youth Committee, together with Authorities Scheiße, this is all German and things like that, is pleased to announce the 14th annual Youngsters on the Air Jota Summer Camp, this time in Austria. As announced during the closing ceremony of the 13th Jota Summer Camp in Jambel, France, the event will take place in Wagrain, Austria, from the 21st July to the 1st of August. Once again, we look forward to welcoming motivated youngsters from across IRA Region 1, together with guest teams from Region 2 and 3. It may consist of one team leader, aged 18 to 30, and up to 4 team members, aged 15 to 25. The deadline for submitting the preliminary applications is midnight UTC Friday, 1st of May 2026. The deadline for the nominations of participants is at midnight UTC Sunday, the 24th of May 2026. Are you between 15 and 25? Would you like to represent South Africa at the 14th Youngsters on Air Summer Camp in Austria? Contact Guy Eels, ZS6GUY at GUYEALES, Guy Eels, that is, .ge at gmail.com, so that the process can be started. The Voortrekker Water Camp. The annual SPD Water Camp of the Voortrekkers will take place from the 28th of March to the 2nd of April at the Vaal Dam near Oranieville. During the camp, Gerard, ZS6CRS, will operate an amateur station with a call sign ZS6PTS. Talking to band. Great opportunity, guys, to contact the Voortrekkers on ZS6PTS. Club news. Yeah, this is just about the Pretoria Club news, but let's read anyway. The Pretoria Flea Market will be held on Saturday the 4th of April at 16 Catherine Street, here in Pretoria East. Sellers can set up from 9 o'clock and business starts at 10 o'clock. Contact Almero ZS6 LDP on mobile 083 938 8955 or email almerodps@gmail.com to book your table. Let me repeat that for you. Mobile number for the contacts for tables and that 083 938 8955 or email Alpha Lima Mike Echo Romeo Oscar Delta Papa Sierra at gmail.com to book your table. Just some contest news, of course. The Durban Amateur Radio Club invites you to participate in the first leg of the popular SRL 80-meter Jezza party from 5 o'clock, 1700 to 2000 UTC on Thursday, the 2nd of April. The exchange is an RS report, your name and your call sign. You score 10 points for every contact with a South African station and 15 points for every contact with a station outside South Africa. Submit your log in MSL Excel format only by 21:59 UTC on Tuesday, the 14th of April, by email to ZS5DurbanARC@gmail.com. Let me repeat that. Zulu Sierra 5 Delta Uniform Romeo Bravo Alpha November Alpha Romeo Charlie at gmail.com. So it's ZS5 Durban Amateur Radio Club, say that is okay. You can run QRO, that's full power, we do not mind. The QRP contest is for everyone, and you may even pleasantly be surprised if you tweak your power down. The upcoming Easter weekend from 13:30 to 15:30 UTC on Saturday the 4th of April will be your opportunity to do an Easter hunt. With a difference to seek those shack, a local park, or your favorite outdoor spot. Why not take the family along, a buddy, or an Easter egg or two to sweeten the experience? What an opportunity, a long weekend and the autumn QRP contest. A reminder that if you can operate on any or all of the 40, 20 and 10 meter bands using phone and CW, and the power level can be adjusted on the fly. QSOs at 10 watt or below are eligible for QRP awards, and those above 10 watt for Chaser awards. The exchange is an RS or RSD report, your 6-character grid square, and your transmitter power. The contest is also a great way to make friends, so while you can stay incognito, why not be bold and go a step further? Exchange names and an Easter wish. If you're also worth remembering that you get your name on the honor scroll, you will need to submit your logbook after the event, preferably together with an photograph of both you and your station in action. That is it, folks. Easter is nearly upon us, as it is the autumn leg of the QRP contest. The results for the first leg of the 2026 National Field Day held on the 14th and 15th of March have been released. 32 logs were received, including a check log. The Class A field station was as popular as ever, with Class G home station at 15 entries. Unfortunately, no CW QSOs were logged. On the SSB side, 1,174 SSB QSOs were made. The full set of results can be found in HF Happenings 1,190. The results: Class A fuel station multi-operator, first Sandton Amateur Radio Club ZS6STN, 184,658 points. Second, West Rand Amateur Radio Club ZS6WR, 158,978. Oh, I'm getting like someone else that we used to know. But yeah, on the Class A things for the Sandton Amateur Radio Club and those field day operators and the contest team, really, from our side, absolutely well done. This is a great achievement that you've accomplished here for the Sandton Amateur Radio Club. Really put us on the map. Class B fuel station multi-operator QRP, first Sasselberg Amateur Radio Club ZS4 SRK, 68,040 points. Class C field station single operator, first Anthony ZS6AST, 28,224 points. Second Patrick ZR6 Papa Echo, 19,706 points. Class D field station single operator QRP, first Johan ZS2 Kilo Papa, 18,194 points. Class E ultralight portable fuel station, first Philip ZS6FY, 85,170 points. Class G general station, first Dave ZS6 Delta Tango, 672 points, and second Jack ZS6 376 points. 31 log sheets were received from 9 different clubs for the Israel Saturday 20 meter club contest that was held on the 21st of March 2026. The results are as follows. First, West Rand Amateur Radio Club ZS6WR, 239 points. Second, the Northern Cape Amateur Radio Club ZS3 in November Charlie, 91 points. And third, Hibiscus Coast Amateur Radio Club ZS5 Hotel Alpha Charlie, 63 points. Individual results for this contest: first, Philip ZS6 PBT, 36 points. Second, Donnie ZS6 TPS, 32 points. And third, Quibus ZS6 KOB There are currently 7 sunspot regions with simple to light complex magnetic configurations are visible. There's a high probability for class C and low probability for M class solar flares. If you want to do your own frequency predictions, the expected effective sunspot number for the week will be around 102. The 30 to 10 meter bands may, especially in the late afternoon, provide some good DX fun. Please visit the website spaceweather.sensor.org.za for further information. Okay, just before we move on to some diary events today, the CQ Worldwide WPX SSB contest and All Africa DX contest 2nd to the 5th of April. Okay, it's the 2nd to the 5th of April, the Sandton Cosmos Festival. 2nd of April, the 26th National Convention booklet release. And the Israel 80-meter QSO party. 3rd of April, Good Friday, of course. 4th of April, the Pretoria boot sale and the Israel QRP contest. 5th of April, Easter Sunday. 11th of April, the Israel Symposium and the Africa FT4 contest. Okay, so before we move on to anything else, let's move on to any club news. So if there's anyone out there want to add anything for club news this morning, please just give your call sign and we'll call you in afterwards. So this is ZS6STN standing by for any club news.
Z6HI?
Please, nothing else heard from anyone else, so ZS6HI, please take a run from ZS6STN.
Hi, good morning, Noel. Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of feedback, the audio quality for some reason this morning is not great. Stuart even thinks it might be a loose wire or something like that, but I think it's worth having a look at there, Noel. But just to give some club feedback, the QRP contest is taking place this coming Saturday. So Easter weekend, this coming Saturday, the QRP contest. We would love to hear as many people out there during the contest as possible. And as per the bulletin, you don't have to run QRP power. You can run more power if you wish to, and then you would be for the Chaser Awards as opposed to the QRP Awards. So diarise that. It's in the afternoon, the Saturday afternoon, and the morning is the Pretoria Flea Market. So could be a very nicely filled Saturday of amateur radio if you would like it to be so. Then just to let you know that the RAE is continuing. It's coming up towards the final registration dates for the RAE, and I know Gerrit has got most of the team to register. If are there any students out there that are listening that are still not registered, please do get your registrations in timeously. And there's going to be a mock exam the week before the final exam, just to get everyone prepared and orientated towards the day to take all that risk and those butterflies away. Then after the Easter weekend, it's the Africa FT4 DX contest on the 11th of April, and that's obviously for the digital modes, FT4, followed by on the 12th of April, the ZS4 QSO party. And that'll be pretty awesome as well to talk to everybody in ZS4 land and get those points. Then on the 16th of April, it's the 6-meter African DX Equity Challenge, Entity Challenge, the 6-meter African DX Entity Challenge. And that could be very interesting. 6-meter antennas are not very large, so you can build your own if you do not have one, and test it and get on the air on the 16th of April. And then the 25th of April is our Saturday 40-meter club contest, and we would like as many contesters from ZS6STN to be represented in the 40-meter club contest. And then you saw the results, Noel. I know you broadcast the results for the field day. Congratulations to ZS6STN. We weren't too far ahead this time around, but we did manage to put the West Rand team to the post, and we took the trophy. So the first leg of 2026 is in the bag. Now we've got to gear up for the second leg in September. So if you want to join the ZS6STN contest team, please put up your hand. We are out there looking for you. Okay, I think, Noel, that's probably enough for me right now. You may want to give some feedback on the RAE. ZS6STN, ZS6HI.
Okay, thank you. And there's probably with all the rain we've had, there's probably some water in something like that. That's what I suspect anyway. And there's definitely something wrong with the antenna this morning. When I was checking this morning, it wasn't right, so it wasn't great. closing date for the RE registrations on the 17th of April, so just over 2 weeks to go. And please make sure that all students and all their fees are paid. The very important is that I've been speaking to Donovan, and we've probably only got about 60 or close to 60 registrations so far. If I recall, it's about 58 or 54 to 58 registrations. So guys, if you haven't registered, please make sure that you register, or you get your candidates or your students to register as soon as possible. Yeah, I think the team has been watching the WhatsApp and that, and I think the team has been doing an absolutely great job. And don't forget to organise a mock exam the week before. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, that's all. That's from my side, from the RE side. Let's see if there's anyone else there wants to add their name, wants to give any club news, possibly something on the RE, maybe one of the other lectures or something like that. At the end of the day, this is ZS6STN standing by. Please, nothing heard this morning, so I think let's move on to the 2-meter call-ins, and then we can conclude the bulletin after that. So guys, thank you very much for all those people for coming in with some club news and all the things. Much appreciated. And once again from our side, congratulations to the Sandton contesting team for the absolute fantastic station that you run, field station that you ran, and for getting first place. Well done to all of you. And thanks for those putting all the effort in it. Okay, thank you to everyone out there for listening. We trust that you've enjoyed the bulletin today. Please feel free to give any comments or constructive criticism. Yeah, thanks Jet for and Chris as well for maybe the disconnection or whatever. Time to get them sorted. Thank you to the stations that assisted with relays. That's yours truly, but thanks to all those guys who contributed. Much appreciated. Join us again next Sunday at 8:45 Central African time for the regular bulletin of the Sandton Amateur Radio Club. This brings us to a close of the weekly bulletin for Sandton Amateur Radio Club ZS6STN. ZS6STN today was operated by yours truly, ZR6 Delta X-Ray. And guys, have a great weekend ahead, and yeah, we've got Easter weekend coming up. So guys, those are travelling, just please take it easy, and the roads will probably be very busy, so safe travelling and have a great